Hey, Greg, can I speak with you for a few minutes?
Church is over and I'm starving.
I just want to touch bases with you.
Well, I should have went out the back door. Rookie mistake.
We won't be too long, Greg.
Okay, how do I get out of this? I know. I'll use my parents as an excuse. Yeah. My dad's probably waiting for me in the car.
You know what? I just spoke with him, and he said that you drove separately today. Nice try.
My brother's gonna eat everything before I get home. I'll starve to death.
Come on in. Let's sit down. You can start us out with a prayer. Greg, are you all right?
I got nothing. Not one good excuse. Yeah.
Come on in. Let's talk for a while.
Bonnie, thanks for making time to come in and meet with me today.
No problem, President.
It was great hearing your talk last week. You did a good job.
Thank you.
How are things going at home?
They're good.
I wonder if I'm here because you saw me coming out of that movie last week. I knew I shouldn't have gone with them.
How's school going?
It's okay.
I hope he doesn't ask me about boys and dating.
How's basketball looking this year?
It's good.
Doesn't the president know I'm the starting point guard?
You're the starting point guard, right?
Yeah.
He does know. This interview might not be as bad as I thought.
I'm not sure how to do this. Please help me know what to say. This sister has so much potential if she only knew how much of an influence she could be to others.
I wanted you to know that I appreciate you being the Laurel class president. The younger girls in the ward look up to you. How do you feel about your calling as Laurel class president?
Sometimes I feel so lost. Everyone is looking at me like I should know what to do.
I feel great.
Bonnie, I particularly wanted to visit with you about a subject that can be a little sensitive, but I feel it's very important to discuss it with you. As Laurel class president, it's important for you to remember that you're an example to the rest of the young women.
No, not that.
And modesty is a big part of that.
There it is. No.
Greg, so it sounds like you're on track to wrap up your Eagle project before you graduate, am I right?
Yeah.
Finally! Thank goodness for mothers.
What are your plans this summer? Are you still looking towards a mission?
Yeah.
I'm so concerned that he will get sidetracked and miss this opportunity to be a missionary. If he only knew how great he is and how much he's needed by the Lord. I hope he understands the importance of keeping himself safe. Well, here it goes.
Greg, I was a little surprised when I saw you walking into Taco Bell with your girlfriend Friday night. Do you remember the last time we talked? You committed to put serious dating on hold while you prepared for a mission.
Yeah. She's not actually still my girlfriend.
Please don't say we're just friends. Please don't say we're just friends.
We're just friends.
Greg, for some time now I've felt impressed to let you know that the Lord needs you to be my first assistant in the priest's quorum. I've been really hesitant to extend the call because I need you to be an example to the rest of the quorum concerning the standards in the For the Strength of Youth pamphlet.
But I'm not dating her anymore. We just go places together. That's all.
You still like her just the same as you did before, don't you?
Yes.
So you tell me, what's changed?
Well, we don't go to the movies anymore.
Greg, what do you think the purpose behind the dating standards are?
Obviously to make my life boring. So you can get to know me. Seems a little bit controlling.
I can see why you would feel that way. So I'll ask you, what is the purpose of dating in God's plan?
Well, I think it's so that you can get to know people better.
Right, that's true. It is important we date people to find out what they're like, so we can know who we want to be around. But what is the ultimate reason for dating?
I guess it's to find someone you want to marry.
Exactly. And you know, when you find someone you really like and start to date her, you can become really attached to her. In fact, those emotions are so powerful, those feelings can overwhelm any other priority in your life at that time. Have you already felt that way as you've been around Jennifer?
Yeah, I really like her. She's the best to be around. And she's really attractive, too.
She's a pretty young girl, and I'm sure that may have something to do with it as well.
Yeah.
So, Greg, what are your plans for this next year?
Well, I wanted to go on a mission, but recently I just don't know.
Are you ready to get married and be responsible for a family?
No.
Then why are you exclusively dating? That seems like an unusual thing to do if you're not ready to commit to the responsibility of marriage.
I guess that's true.
Greg, God gave us these standards through a prophet, not to control us, but to help us be able to control our own actions, so that we do the right things at the right time in the right place. If we disobey these standards, we risk making mistakes by breaking commandments or ignoring what should be our first priority. If you choose a mission, you will serve God and focus on Him. You will become a better prepared father and priesthood holder. Greg, will you commit to keeping the standards set forth in the For the Strength of Youth pamphlet by not steady dating until after your mission?
Well, I'm still not sure about the mission.
Will you pray and ask your Father in heaven what you should do concerning a mission then?
I'll do it.
Yes.
So, how do you feel about the council to dress modestly?
I dress for modest and those at school.
Good grief. I'd hate to see what they're wearing.
And I always try to be a good example to my non-member friends.
Modesty is about being seen for who you are, rather than what your body looks like.
It's impossible to find modest clothes when I go shopping.
Unless I go to old people's stores.
If you're not finding modest clothes where you shop, maybe you can find a different store.
Like an old people's store.
Like a department store with more choices. That's where my wife shops.
An old person's store.
I can see by the look on her face, this is going to take some work.
Now that leggings and tights are in style, it doesn't matter how short my skirt is anyway.
I'm glad you mentioned that. I was reading in the For the Strength of Youth pamphlet earlier, and I thought I could read it with you.
Immodest clothing is any clothing that is tight, sheer, or revealing in any other manner.
I should have that framed and hung in my office.
Having read this For the Strength of Youth, would you say that tights and leggings with short skirts are revealing?
Yeah, I guess so.
Maybe I can go shopping for some new clothes.
As Laurel Class President, will you accept a challenge?
Okay.
I'd like you to commit to wearing modest clothes from now on, not just at church, but everywhere. Do you think you can do that?
New clothes would be nice.
I think I could do that.
Thanks for coming in, Greg. The Lord will bless you as you live these standards.
Please avoid the girlfriend.
3 months until graduation.
Sweet freedom at last.
I suppose you'll be getting a job then?
Oh, yeah.
Goodbye, sweet freedom.
Greg, I want you to know that I think you would make a great missionary.
Do you really think so?
'Cause I sure don't.
Of course I do.
But maybe he doesn't.
You have great potential, Greg.
My bishop thinks I have great potential. That's awesome.
Everyone knows you'll be a great missionary. Your parents, your leaders, and me too. Now it's just up to you to find out what Heavenly Father wants you to do.
Well, thanks, Bishop. Sorry I didn't seem too excited to meet with you. I'm going home before I starve to death.
Me too. Don't forget to pray about missionary service. Can we meet again in 2 weeks?
I'll be looking forward to it.
Phew! I love it when a meeting ends like that.
Thank you for committing to dress more modestly. I know you can do this. You'll be blessed as you're obedient.
There goes my social life.
Bonnie, are you following the standards in the For the Strength of Youth pamphlet concerning dating?
No, again?
I think so.
Have you been dating lately?
Not lately.
I sure would like to date Trent. He is really cute.
I have a second challenge for you. When you date, go with one or more additional couples and date only those who have high moral standards.
standards.
Plan activities that help you remain close to the Spirit. As you enter your adult years, make dating and temple marriage a high priority. Do you feel you're ready for marriage?
No, I guess not.
Then I would say the steady dating standards would apply until you consider yourself ready. This is the same thing I tell the young men before they leave on a mission, even if they have graduated. I encourage them to stay away from steady dating any time before they leave on a mission. This helps them to stay safe and focused on what is most important at that time.
I wish that didn't make sense. Steady dating Trent would be awesome, but I can see he needs to focus on the mission thing.
Are you willing to live these dating standards?
Yeah, I can handle that.
Thanks again for being willing to serve as Laurel Class President. I appreciate all the work you do. How are you going to deal with the modesty standard?
I think I'm going to go through my closet this afternoon.
That sounds good to me.
Sweet music to my ears.